How much is your personal injury case worth? Well, that depends on a number of different factors. First, we need to look at what the severity of your injuries are. We look at the medical expenses, any physical evidence of damage to you, such as scarring or burning, and then we're going to look at what the medical records themselves say and what the medical expenses are associated with the treatment that you received. The higher the medical expenses, more likely is the higher resolution value of your case, either through settlement or verdict. We also want to look at whether or not you've lost any income, that's through lost wages, or lost earning capacity, meaning you lost out on something that you could have had in the future as a result of the injuries that you obtained or the medical treatment you had to go get. We will also look at the pain and suffering associated with your case. And a lot of people have heard of the term pain and suffering without having a really good idea of what it means, and that's because largely it is undefined in the law. It allows a jury or a judge to award a value that they think is necessary in order to make you whole. How I like to describe it to my clients is the pain is obvious through the medical records. People know what a broken bone feels like, or what whiplash feels like, or sore muscles, or back pain. The suffering is individualistic to you, and it is subjective. The example I give is after a long day's work when my daughters were young, it was the best part of my day to pick them up and take them to bed and put them down to sleep. And if I had a back injury or a neck injury as a result of a car accident and I couldn't do that, that would be suffering that's individualistic to me. We also want to look at a factor of what the property damage shows. Minor impacts typically have lower values, and more significant impacts have higher values in regards to a motor vehicle accident. And lastly, none of this really matters if there is insufficient insurance coverage to cover you for your loss. This is why it's immensely important that you protect yourself by having underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage on your own policy in case you are injured through the fault of somebody who has little to no insurance coverage themselves. Lastly, the value of your case depends upon the experience and the negotiating prowess of your attorney. Make sure you speak to an attorney, do your research, and make sure they know what they're doing before you hire them. Give us a call at Battleborn Injury Lawyers and we can represent you.